I had to make sure my fucking mic was on, because last video I just recorded, I ain't had no mic. But what's up, man? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Tasso Saucy. Look, we back at it again with another video. We got Maven on hooking up with female wrestlers, extramarital affairs in the WWE. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Live TV, by the way.
Well, I mean, the documentary came out and, but there's always been allegations and lawsuits about sexual harassment or workplace romances that the woman claims wasn't consensual or it was like him as the boss.
Right.
Sheesh.
Using their job as leverage and so forth.
Shout out to Maven.
But a lot of times, these are money grabs. A lot of times, these are consensual relationships. And when they don't work out the way the female was hoping it would work out, they get angry, then they sue and so forth. Did you see any of the extramarital affairs? Because he was married this whole time.
Not with Vince, but with other people. Oh yeah, constantly, all the time. I was a part of it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You messed around with some of the female wrestlers?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Can you name any names?
I won't name any.
Absolutely.
These are names we know.
Absolutely.
These would do names you know.
Okay.
It's when you're on the road for 300 plus days.
Oh yeah.
You're with these people. I was with these people more than I was my own family.
Yeah.
And
So
they
it's gonna
become
happen.
almost like, they become the people you lean on. If you have a good
So it's
day, a
gonna
bad
happen.
day, well, guess what? You're with them. And if something great happens in your life, you're going to
Share
want
with
to have
them.
someone to celebrate it
Right.
with. And vice versa. If there's something really shitty happens in your life, you're going to want someone to lean on. And when someone else is around, all it takes is a quick call to see how the kids are doing, and then there's no more family at home after that. Yeah.
Yeah, things happen.
As soon as he click off the
My friend
phone,
Willie D always
it's
likes to
over
say
with.
when if a man and a woman are sitting next to each other, there's the devil in the middle.
It's 100%.
Yeah.
That's
That's a good
100% accurate.
That's a good one.
Absolutely. And just so you know, I was approached, I would say maybe 10 years ago when all the lawsuits, when it became apparent what CTE and the head trauma was doing. I was approached by a company to to be a part of a class action lawsuit against the WWE.
Damn.
And I couldn't bring myself to signing on with it. I knew going into the business what I was signing up for. And good or bad, I did it of my own volition, and and I'm a man enough to accept the consequences.
I mean, do you feel you suffered any
Shout out to
CTE?
bro. 'Cause most
CTE,
people-
I wouldn't.
most
I get
people
headaches
won't be
every
able
day.
to do that.
I mean, and I don't know if I would call it CTE or just I'm getting old. Hell, it's just.
Well, I'm older than you, and I don't get headaches every day.
I get headaches every day.
I'll just put that out.
I have in that bag I have over there. I have headache pills.
Okay.
And they're in my car, and they're in my office, and they're in my house.
I'm saying I'm 4 years older than you,
Really?
but I didn't wrestle.
I mean,
But
bro.
how many grown men have hit you in the head with a chair?
None that I remember.
Yeah, it's like, bro,
None.
he was
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
I don't know.
business
And
of,
I do notice sometimes.
bro was in the business of like, yeah, granted, it's not the UFC, it's not none of that, but you still take hits. When you hit the canvas, hit your head, that shit hurts. You're not hitting fucking clouds. Of course, it might be better as time goes on, but it hurts. Somebody throws you to the canvas too hard, it hurts. Like you said, getting hit with a chair. Even though you brace it with your hands, the dude still got to come in with velocity to make it look so real that it actually happens. So boom, hit you in the head. Yeah, he's gonna have headaches every day from all this shit he's
Like,
doing.
especially if I'm like writing, and
Shout out to bro for taking.
there'll be a phrase like that. Oh, I know I should know it, and
Accountability for that.
for whatever reason I just can't grab it.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
like,
I
why
go
would
through
I
But then again,
that's
okay,
part of getting
do a
old.
class
There you
action
go.
But the
lawsuit
headache every day,
for
that's
that.
a little different.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so 2005, you had just signed an extension
I had.
with the WWE, and then you get fired.
Get fired a couple months later. Yep.
Did you see it coming?
Did not. Blindsided. Totally blindsided. Didn't see it coming to the point to where I had just landed, went to, since we now had a dress code, I had a clothing shop that I went and I just bought $800 worth of new clothes for the road. If I had saw it coming, I wouldn't have bought those clothes. Yeah, blindsided.
I just sent
Probably one of the worst days of my
bag.
life.
Right. And someone who you were cool with actually broke the news to you.
Johnny Ace?
Johnny Ace, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And he was, listen, just like with the scout telling me, he was blunt, he was honest, and I could get mad at the situation, but I couldn't get mad at him because what he was telling me, I knew. I mean, he was
Right.
giving me reasons that I knew.
Yeah.
Bottom of my
He
heart.
said that you really weren't training hard enough and weren't taking the sport as seriously as the other guys. Is that true?
100% true. 100%.
So the other guys would be in the gym constantly and practicing and no?
Not the gym. Oh, I had no problem getting to the gym. The gym was fun. I
you had to
could go
be
to the
in the
gym
gym.
and work on my body. What I wasn't doing was getting down to the ring. I wasn't working on my craft. I wasn't getting down there. And because when we would get to an arena at 1 o'clock, the show would go, I think they would open the doors, to let the fans in around 6:30. So we had 5 hours to get in the ring and wrestle around and work on new moves, work on whatever.
There it is again. They can get in the ring even before they get in the ring, so that's where the extra head trauma and shit came from.
And that's where if I had one thing to go back and undo and redo, it would be that. They would see me down there every chance. They would see me wanting to get better. But I was in my mid-20s, and I was a kid. I loved way more what wrestling could give me than what I could give wrestling, if that makes sense.
Well, right, because you're only 29 at the time.
28.
28?
Yeah.
Right. You're still in your 20s.
Little baby.
And you're told that your professional career is now over. And it's always very weird because I've interviewed tons and tons of, basketball players, football players, baseball players, etc. And it's always this weird thing where
It's like,
you're
God
forced to retire, but you're still in your prime physically. You still have you have more time ahead of you than behind you.
Yeah.
So now you got to figure out
what the fuck? What's
what
next?
to do with the rest of your
Yeah,
life
what's next?
because it's been very structured up to this point.
Yep.
You show up here, you fly out here, this match, that match, blah, blah, blah.
And
Now,
you gotta reconfigure it all.
here you are.
What am I going to do on Monday nights?
Exactly.
That was the toughest.
Right. You said you went through a few days of just straight depression.
Complete. I didn't leave the house. My phone would ring. I didn't talk to anybody. And what I didn't know at the time, because I ignored everyone, is a lot of people got released on that same day. Like a lot of people. And
So
I
I feel
probably
like
should have
that.
leaned on other guys that were going through the same. But more than anything, I got used to and I enjoyed being known as Maven the Wrestler. That's how people would introduce me. Family members would introduce me.
Yeah.
This is
And
my
I
son, maybe.
I
He's a
didn't know
wrestler, blah, blah, blah. He's
what
a
I was
wrestler.
going to be if I didn't have that anymore. If I was not Maven the Wrestler, I would come to find out that even now I'm still Maven the Wrestler. Like that's still how people view me.
Right.
But when it's taken away from you and it's taken away from you abruptly, it was tough. It was very, very tough. It's challenging.
I bet. I already bet. I bet it was. Imagine if you was doing something you liked and then all of a sudden that shit gone. So you just gotta refigure out some shit. Hey, but that's what's up. That's what's up. It's your boy Tasso Saucy. Thank y'all for watching. More videos coming soon. I'm out, baby. Peace.